Hey everybody, Jerry with Moss Ridge Farms. It's been a while since I visited with you. We were doing the watering and the fertilizing of the bales. And then we had just some goofy, crazy Middle Tennessee weather. Had a couple of late frosts, so that set us back a couple of days. I ended up doing a couple extra days of fertilizer just to make sure things were still good. Checked the temperatures a few days ago. The bales were anywhere between 85 to 89 degrees, so they were cooking inside. So that was a relief to know that we were going to have to start all the way over on those. So all the preliminary work's done. We've been started planting yesterday, and doing a lot today. I'll take you around and show you what we've done. Tried something different this year. We started some of the plants indoors in the little starter pods, and they're just little 1 inch by 1 inch little pods. So I'll show you how we did those. It's working out pretty well so far, so hopefully it'll have good results this year again. I'll take you around and show you what we've done. Let me turn this around if I can. It looks like I can't, so we'll just have to point at it and hope I'm doing right. Hang on a minute here. This stuff's too high-tech for me, sorry. So you think I'd be able to use my own phone. Anyway, I'm going to show you some of the bales here that we've got planted. And you can see here the little pods that are in the ground. These are our tomato plants. And I'll show you how I did that. I took my cordless drill and just drilled a hole right into the bale. These were a little larger. They were about 2 inches in diameter and 2 inches tall, so those had to be a little bit taller. But let me grab my drill. I'll show you how I did that. So we got today we got, let's see, 4, 8, 12 bales with tomatoes planted in them. Several varieties of tomatoes. We have peas planted. They went a little different. You could plant more of those in the bale, and these were using the pods as well. This is the green beans right here we're looking at. And we put 20 plants per bale in those. Same with the peas. A couple varieties here. Again, we did 20 plants per bale. And on the taller bales that are going to vine, we have cucumbers here, and we did 8 plants per bale on these. I'm going to walk us over to a bale that hasn't been drilled yet and show you what we did with those, how we did that. Let me set this camera up. Hopefully we'll be able to get a good view of it. So I just have, again, my cordless drill. I have the 1.5-inch borehole bit in it. And what I did, and hopefully you're going to be able to see this. I can't see, it's so sunny out here. Just took the drill, drill down into the bale. So you have a nice 1.5-inch round, 1.5-inch deep hole. I'll grab one of those pods so we can show you how they fit in. So if you've already started your plants indoors, you will have used these already. And this is one of the pods. This has been soaking in water, so it's the size that it's going to be right here. Let me take you back over here and show you. We'll set this up again, and I have that hole drilled. So we just take the pot, we tear the bottom off if you care to. You don't have to. Just help the roots get out. And then we just insert it into the bale right here. So it works out nicely. You don't have to do that. You can just dig your fingers into the bale, separate it, drop your seed. You can go straight seed. You can put a little potting soil in there if you choose to. It's really just up to you. I think we did potting soil on everything we put in last year. Again, I think I've commented before that I was just old school and didn't didn't trust the whole straw bale thing, so I felt like I had to use some potting soil in there. We're doing that with all the plants this year. We probably won't do any straight seeds into the bale, although you can do that. Just a look around the conventional garden. We planted quite a bit of sweet corn yesterday. Still got a little bit more to plant. Put some hybrid peppers in. They are last year we did jalapenos. They're like a jalapeno but without the extreme heat. So good little pepper. And these are same thing, not called jalapenos, but they're a hybrid without the intense heat. Ended up tilling a little bit more this year. We're going to do quite a bit more vegetables, so we're afraid we're going to run out of room in the straw bales. This area right here last year was a flower garden, and this year, last year I just took the packet of wild seeds, threw them in, and whatever came up, and most of them were cosmos, and they were quite tall, so they kind of drowned out the other shorter plants, and they were starved for sun, plus we couldn't get in and weed eat. So this year we're either going to go in that area, we'll hand plant flowers in just to have a little color in the garden, or we'll go vegetables too. On this row of the straw bale garden there are 12 bales here, and these we planted all squash and zucchini. We planted those yesterday, again using the same technique where I drilled holes, and then we put the peg started these plants a few weeks ago indoors, so they got a nice start already. And where I drilled, we just inserted those pods. So again, several variety of excuse me, of squash. So we're excited to see how that all turns out. Last year, I think you probably remember me mentioning we had the squash and the cucumbers in the regular garden, and they grew so well, and they spread everywhere. The squash grew over and got entwined with the tomatoes, and the cucumbers got mixed in with the squash. So it was just anything that vined this year, we moved to the perimeter of the garden. So they'll have a fence that they can grab a hold of and climb up. Turn you back around again here. This row of, I believe it's 9 bales, is going to be where we'll do our cantaloupe, honeydew melons, and watermelons this year. So once again, they'll have the fence that they can grab a hold of, and if they come this side, we'll probably put another strip of the garden fabric down, and that way I'm not having to pull the vines up when I'm wanting to mow back here. So then they'll just have a little bit freer space where they can grow and do their thing. Last year, along this back fence row, we had, you can see where it's been tilled all the way the length of the fence here. We did sunflower seeds last year. They were really fun to watch grow. They did really well there, and the birds just absolutely loved them. We had all kinds of birds visiting it, but we had a lot of golden finches, and they just loved those sunflowers. So I did 5 varieties. Some grow up to 12 feet tall, and then there were a couple that were 8, and then on down 6, 5 foot. So what I did was staggered those. I did 4 of one kind, 4 of another, 4, 4, 4, then just kept repeating until I ran out of room or seeds. So my apologies for having been off of here for a couple of weeks, but the weather just did not cooperate. But we have had back-to-back sunny, beautiful days, and I think we've got a couple more of those in store. So hopefully by this time tomorrow, I do have to work at my regular job tomorrow, but come in after that and hopefully finish planting the straw bales, and then we'll concentrate on finishing up the conventional garden. then we just get to sit back and watch them grow. So I hope your straw bale gardens are going well. It's just a tremendous amount of fun once you get all that labor done, where you can start just kicking back and watching it grow and enjoying it. It is a lot of fun, quite rewarding. Once again, please watch the videos, like them if you don't mind. I would really love if you can subscribe to my channel and tell your friends if they're interested in straw bale gardening. Just a variety of stuff: conventional garden, straw bale garden. I might throw a little metal detecting in there, who knows. But hopefully get that Volkswagen bus on the road again here in a few weeks. And then who knows what you're going to see on here. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, y'all, and good growing to you.